So I don't think I'm gonna be on here too long because I am tired. I'm sleepy. It's like what? It's like 12:51 in the morning. It's really late. But I'm on here because I felt like it was something I needed to share with you all. So earlier this evening, I had posted a video about just me like walking in water, and I think I put it on my YouTube Shorts, so you can check it out. It's really simple. And it just was like, you will receive financial blessings or something to that effect. I have been actively working on my manifesting and trying to stay in that mindset of being positive, having body, mind, and spirit um, aligned so that we can reach the miracle zone, as Skip Archimedes calls it. So I have been really trying to stay in that vibration, stay in that wavelength. And so when I posted it, I didn't really expect, I was expecting somebody to, comment, like, Amen, you affirm that you believe in and that kind of stuff. But I actually got a response saying some kind of negative comment. And it kind of took me aback a little bit because the person who commented is a person that I know. Usually, like you get little, people who comment on your stuff and they're kind of mean or something. And it's usually someone you don't know. And so you kind of think about it for a while and you say, okay, brush it off. But because it was somebody that I knew, and I'm like, we go way back, like, almost like 20 years. I'm like, what? You having a bad day? And so I had to catch myself because I said, don't be talking like that on my page. And then he went back and forth with it. And I was like, wow. I was like, you must really be hurt right now. I said, I'm praying for you. Well, why are you praying for me? I'm praying for you. That's just dumb. How can you say kind of stuff like that? And I was like, oh my goodness. I just, people are really out here hurting. And um, I, it, if you don't know, it's hard to, when you're in that state, I know it's hard to see past like where you are at that moment, but healing is so, it just, I wish him healing. And so what I did tell him was I said, I'm praying for you. And then I told him, I said, well, guess what? You're about to get all these daily affirmations. I'm about to send them to him every day. You about to get every day a daily affirmation because we gotta fix that because we make like I can't remember the actual stats. Is it 35,000 or seven? I can't remember. It's like that's two different numbers. I don't know if it's like over 35,000 or like 70,000 choices per day. So when people say that they're stuck or they are in a situation where they don't like where they are or things like that, chances are it's the choices that you made have kind of put you in the place that you're in, right? Because once you become an adult, you get to make your own choices. So if you were a child, that would be different. Adults, you chose the path. Now, it's one of those things where once you accept that part, just like, when you go to the, AA and stuff like that, the first part is right. You have to accept that this is where you are. And so I think for me, because I've already accepted where I am and I can continue to grow and I've been on my journey for a little while now. So I can recognize that in other people and I can see it. And so I just was really taken aback by that. But there are so many people who are right there where he is in his situation. So I just wanted to kind of shed a light on that and give you some encouragement, give you some hope, give you some pointers. So for me, when I was in that situation and I was like, I was stuck. I just felt stuck. Everything was oh, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. I can't do this, I can't do that. What if this happens? I remember I was telling somebody that little things your mind will start to play tricks on you if you're not careful. And if you are not able to realize that's happening. And so my grandmother had said something about the trees in my neighborhood. And she was like, oh, there's so many trees here. There's so many trees. Well, the tree in the front yard before I moved in had been cut down because it had fallen over. And then every time I would get like a power outage in the neighborhood, it would be due to like a tree falling. And so when it started to rain, I started to get little like, oh my God, it's raining. What if a tree falls? What if a tree falls? And that literally is your subconscious. Just your subconscious usually has a mind of its own, and it will start to tell you negative things. And so you have to be mindful of that stuff because it can start to tear at you. And then before you know it, everything around you is negative and um, it just it's like a domino effect. One thing after the next, one thing after the next, one thing after the next. And so for his situation, even though he commented on my page kind of negatively, I can't snap back. And I'm kind of upset that I even said what I said. Not that it was mean or anything, but I was like, don't say anything like that on my page. And I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably should have said something, nicer and stuff. We kind of went back and forth a little bit, but it's just life has little tests. Every day is like a little mini test, and how you react to and how you respond to your test generally tells you where you're going to go on the next one, or the next day, the next month, the next year. How are you going to handle the situations that you are put in? So when you have those little moments like that, those are just little things that are really reflective on what's going on inside you. So when he snapped or, wrote that stuff, with, explicit words and stuff, but oh my gosh, what are you doing? When he did that, it kind of caught me off guard. At the same time, the stuff he's dealing with probably has absolutely nothing to do with me. Like when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. It had nothing to do with Chris Rock, right? Just because in that moment it probably had something to do with somebody else. But it just kind of hit that little that little nerve, and then he just snapped. And so I think that was the same for today. So I'm going to continue to pray for him and love on him. And I am going to continue to, he's going to now get daily affirmations from me. And he is going to get all kinds of love because he don't know what he just started. I might start tagging him in posts. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I'm feeling pretty good about this one. So I think he's inspired me to do daily, what did I name this thing? Little life lessons. So I think I will do little life lessons. I'm trying to do them daily because each day there is a lesson to be learned in that day. And so as I am on my journey, I would like to share my little life lessons with you. And hopefully that will help you to stay the course, stay the path, and not get too stressed and anxious and scared and fearful. And just know that you just gotta ride it out. It's like a wave, right? You just gotta ride the wave. Anytime you feel a little twitching, and I mean, you can feel it, right? You can feel like your blood boiling and bubbling, and sometimes you're quick to react. Like, oh, wait. Ooh, you catch yourself. Take deep breaths, breathe, and bring it back down. When I get off When I get off here with you all, I'm gonna definitely do my meditation for this evening and then lay it down. But it's just so interesting when you can reflect, take a deep back, take a deep breath, step back, and really look at the situation from a different point of view, as though you're not involved in it. And then you just see how many people are hurting, how many people are in the exact same situation, um, like mentally, and don't know how to get out of it. Though. But because you're out of it, you can see a little better, and so it doesn't affect me like it used to. Like if it were because I know him, I might have reacted a little differently before. Because I started to like damn him. And I was like, "No, don't do that. It's okay. Don't do that. you're you're growing. We are growing. We are healing, and so we don't need to do those types of things because we know what he's going through. At least we know where he's at in his um, journey. So we're just gonna keep continuing to just show him love and kindness and support and affirmations. And I know that there'll be a change because I can feel the energy for me, and my energy is like it's top tier. I mean, it's really good energy. Like it spreads really well. So I'm gonna spread some to him. I was like, I might have to take a trip home to Duval, but that's fine. That's fine. He gonna get some of the love, okay? So I just wanted to let you all know that if you are having a day or it's not quite going the way you want, your night's not quite going the way you want, just breathe. I love meditating. It really relieves a lot of stress that people have. Make sure you get sunlight, people. Please, 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 please. Sunlight is a very, very important thing. I know it's hot outside because it's summer, but sunlight literally is energy to your soul. Like you really your body needs that energy. And drink a lot of water. People think that's crazy, but those three You know what I mean? Like sunlight and water and breathing are really important things. And when you don't do them all together and in the right way, it really throws off your I don't want to say your equilibrium, but it really throws off your mood and you don't even realize it. So when all those things work together and then you are actively working on yourself, you'll see things in a different light. You'll see people in a different light. And you'll see yourself in a different light. So I hope that's helpful. That is my little life lesson for tonight. Um, just continue to not stress. Don't stress. Don't get over. Don't overanalyze things, and let it be what it is. But take a step back from it and look at the situation from a different aspect. And know that if somebody's snapping at you, it probably has nothing to do with you. Generally, it's stuff internal that they're dealing with, and they just don't know how to project it. And so it projects off on you. It has nothing to do with you. Okay? Use your heart energy over your head energy.